This webisode of Waterways is brought to you by Yamaha. Yamaha revs your heart. Boat Blurb, inspired boating content. Become a subscriber today. And St. Clair Boat Sales, turning boaters' dreams into reality.
The temperature's rising, you're feeling the heat. All you ever wanted it to be. The summer, the summer of you. Do all the things you wanna do. The summer of you. All your dreams are
Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show is the largest in-water show in the world. There's more than 1,000 boats on display and more than 100,000 people come to check this out. And to many people, myself included, this kicks off the 2023 season. This is the first major show of the boat show season of the winter. And even though we're still a couple months away from 2023, there are world debuts happening.
Yes, this is the debut at the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Hi, my name is Carrie Fodor. I'm Senior Manager of Design for Sea Ray Boats. I'm here with our brand new SLX 260 outboard, also available in stern drive and surf variants. This is a brand new model for the SLX lineup, our first sport boat to encompass the new Sea Ray design language. This boat is our Sea Ray Boats' first all-female design team. Myself and our other designer, Kristen McGinnis, worked on this boat together, and it was just a fantastic process. It really showcases the diversity of Sea Ray and Brunswick, and the value of bringing those other perspectives to the table.
Hi there, my name is Christian Olsen. We just launched a brand new radar series called the Halo 2000 and Halo 3000 here with Simrad. The number one thing that is new with this radar is that we can find birds at a great distance. And the reason why I want to find birds is that because they typically dive on schools of fish where the game fish is at. So that's the number one thing. Secondly, from a safety aspect, it is helping us while it's dark at night to find objects that are dangerous to us in a different way. And they pop out on the screen, and that's a feature and a technology that hasn't been available before. So it's making you focus more on what's around you when you drive the boat versus actually staring at a screen in the middle of the night when the rest of the family or your rest of your mates want to make sure that we get back safe.
Hello, my name is Matt Van Grunsven with Cruisers Yachts. We are standing on the brand new 50 GLS at the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show, and its worldwide debut. 52 feet length overall, including the triple 600 Mercury outboards. So it is a very large boat with a 14.6 beam. The boat is equipped with 2 beach bores, and when they're deployed, the beam goes to 21 feet. Reaction's been unbelievable. I mean, I don't know that we could have asked for a better debut.
The 5-day show attracts more than 100,000 visitors and has 7 locations totaling 3 million square feet of exhibit space. The best way to get between the multiple locations is taking the water taxi. It's also a nice excuse to get out on the water and have a boat ride. 1,000 exhibitors from more than 50 countries display their wares, from merch to mega yachts and everything in between.
We build our boats in Greece, and they've been building this model since about 2018. Hi, my name's Cole Adams. I am the East Coast representative for Seven Seas Yachts Americas, and we've got 2 beautiful Hermes Speedsters behind me. Right here, you'll see a 21 model. It's 22 feet LOA, both boats are that you see. They're manufactured in Greece. Also, some different engine options with these boats. You've got 170 horsepower here, and also a supercharged 300 horsepower option in the back in gray. As you can see from the video, they're modeled exactly after the Porsche 356 Speedster. That's where we take our name Speedster from as well. And everyone knows that's the James Dean car on the water as soon as you see it. So that's where we take our inspiration from and take great pride in that. And so we get our name from the Greek god Hermes. So technically it is Hermes Speedster, but you will see a lot of people, because of our nice leather, think that it's Hermes sponsored or affiliated with them, but we are not in any way.
This is the Toronto International Boat Show's 65th year, and after 2 years of virtual, it's back in person. Thousands of people are coming back here. There are hundreds of boats, and this isn't just to come and kick the tires and look around. Boats are being sold here. They've sold a couple hundred already, and you can find the trends and see what's going on in the industry as well, because everything's under one roof. You don't have multiple locations you got to go check out. If you're a Toronto hockey fan, maybe you are familiar with the backdrop. This is Coca-Cola Coliseum, where the Toronto Marlies play, the baby Maple Leafs, if you will, the American Hockey League affiliate. But every January, they get the boot and they fill their rink with water to make the world's largest indoor lake for boaters. And right now is the open water portion, is what they call it. So members of the public, if you've got a ticket for the show, you can get out on the water, try out these paddleboards, kayaks, pedal boats, all kinds of cool stuff. There's also lots to watch, from wakeboard championships to product demonstrations. Motorboats and personal watercraft go out on this water. It is very cool. Literally. I think it's like 6-degree water. And now something completely out of left field, an inflatable boat. You can find all kinds of cool stuff at the show, like this thing, a Canadian debut right now. I can go on the roof?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's it for video.
No way.
Yeah, you can bounce off there.
All right.
Spin those on the left side.
Now we do the weight, the load-bearing capacity. Look at this, it holds 125 pounds, give or take. They've also got the fish tank here with live fish that are camera shy, as it appears. Hey, gentlemen, come on, focus. But they have professional anglers demonstrating different lures, different techniques, and you can come and check them out, or bring your kids and try and talk to the fish. And we're here with the show director, Linda Waddell. How are you?
Hi, Steve. Welcome.
Thank you. After 2 years virtual, it's nice to be back, isn't it?
Oh, so happy. Honestly, this building is filled with energy and positive. 450 happy companies, and we as the show staff are delighted.
Yeah, and the show, for people that haven't been here, this isn't just a show and tell, come kick the tires. These boats are for sale, products for sale.
This is a retail show.
Yeah.
This is a retail show. Yes, people come and dream. Yes, people come and look and take pictures and learn and research what's new. But really, people come here to shop and prepare for the boating season. So everything is here together. You can talk to dealers, you can talk to salespeople, you can actually plan and buy what you need so that when May comes, you're on the water boating and you're not beginning, what do we need to get started?
And so this is, bellwether for the industry. I see the numbers as we walk in the door. Product is moving, boats are being sold.
Product is moving. We weren't sure coming in because sales were so strong during the pandemic.
Right.
So there was some uncertainty. Did all the buyers buy during the pandemic? And we're really seeing the momentum continuing. The popularity of boating has not slowed down. It was strong pre-pandemic. People love to go boating. You see it every Friday, and on the weekend, people head to cottage country, head on their boats. And during the pandemic, that escalated. People found it was safe. It was a way to connect with family and friends, have weekend after weekend of time together instead of once a year going on a vacation. So really, the benefits of that lifestyle are continuing to be seen here at the show.
Nice. So here's to another 65, right?
Cheers. Like it. Thank you, Steve.
I like it. Thank you. One more day. Great show. Thanks for keeping it going. And if we don't see you at the show, we'll see you on the water. It's not just the watercrafts themselves they have here. It's everything you need accessory-wise. PFDs, jackets, any bits and bobs that you can think of for your boat, you can probably find it here. You can also find all those other things that aren't quite as sexy, but very important for boating, like insurance and financing. And that's a question I get a lot. How do I know what I can afford? Well, I don't know. I'm terrible at finance. But my buddy Sam here, he knows what's up.
Hi, my name is Sam Colotti from Yamaha Financial Services. 5 things you have to consider when you're buying a boat. 1, set a budget. 2, set aside a little bit of that budget for all the things that you don't know that you're going to need for that new boat. 3, go into your dealership and ask to get pre-approved. 4, consider how you're going to protect your unit from any unforeseen breakdowns through with extended warranty. 5, consider how you're going to protect yourself and protect your payment if you end up losing your income.
In 1947, the Canadian Rangers were formed to patrol remote and isolated parts of the Canadian North. And so, in September of 2022, they did an epic 750-kilometer journey from Parry Sound to Ottawa to celebrate their 75th anniversary.
Oh yeah, we're celebrating the 75th anniversary of the Canadian Rangers on our annual exercise called Ranger Tracker. That exercise normally focuses on inland waterway and ground search and rescue. This year we're using it to also celebrate our 75th. As we transit waterways in the north, we're going to transit waterways in the south, and we're going to learn a lot about safe boating along the way.
We caught up with them as they made their way along the Trent Severn Waterway through Orillia using their trademark freighter canoes.
I'm one of the team leaders, one of the captains of the 8 boats from the coast. So we have 8 captains on each boat. So I'm one of them, and I drive a freighter canoe. A freighter canoe is a 24-footer freighter we usually use on the coastline. We usually go hunting, we usually go boating, fishing, you name it all. And it's a pretty awesome boat for us on the coast, and I prefer that. I prefer to use that type of boat than any other boat. No, it's a lot different. These big rocks, borders, whatever they call them, it's new to me. I would never thought in my life to see a freighter canoe on these waterways in south of southern Ontario. I'm pretty surprised, and I feel proud seeing a freighter canoe on these waterways. Because back home up north, we deal with a lot of salt and all that, with big waves and all sorts of stuff out in the bay. So it's going good so far. The weather's good to us, and enjoying it.
Transiting well-marked and charted lakes and rivers is something most of us take for granted. But it's a huge change for the Rangers, who rely on local knowledge to navigate literally uncharted waters.
The waterways of Northern Ontario, it's all passed down from generation to generation, and as the rivers shift and change, the knowledge shifts and changes. So it's a lot different, and to see people out on a waterway and not have that worry about what's beneath them because it's a well-charted lake, that was a lot of fun.
The Canadian Rangers are split into 5 patrol groups and operate in every province and territory, aside from Nova Scotia, PEI, and New Brunswick, and around 20% of the 5,000 Rangers are women. Spread across hundreds of communities and speaking dozens of languages, the Rangers' roles are as varied as the individuals that make up its ranks. But one thing they all do is help with search and rescue efforts.
Yes, every time when there's a missing person in my reserve, it's usually one of the chief and council come to my house directly to come in if there's somebody missing or overdue from hunting or on a winter road.
When we started this expedition on the James Bay coast and we drove up rivers, the further we got inland, the smaller the rivers got. We spent the last 2 days hauling boats up rapids and walking them over rocks. And to see 9 boats in a lock and we're not dragging them over rocks, that was pretty great to do.
This is Hunstville, Ontario. It's the largest town by population in all of Muskoka. And it's where I fell in love with being on the water. I've been coming here for 3 decades. But Deerhurst Resort, right there, has been here for more than 12 decades. But I've only ever experienced it, or this lake, really, in the summer. Now, Deerhurst offers snowmobile tours, which I've never tried. They even have little kiddie sleds, so I could bring my son back, but I don't want to wait for winter. So I've come here, in the middle of fall, to explore a familiar area in an unfamiliar way.
Sweet!
So just by doing something different, I found a whole new kind of enjoyment of an area that I thought I knew like the back of my hand. So then I thought, how can I translate that to the water and find a new way to explore a lake that I've been boating on for basically my whole life. So we're here in October with the Yamaha WaveRunner, and I'm gonna go check out the leaves changing colors. I don't know anyone that's done this. Seems like a good idea. Weather's cooperating. All the advice that I got when I told people I was going to be doing a fall ride on a PWC was that I definitely needed a wetsuit. I wasn't 100% convinced that I did because, well, I don't normally wear one and there's other ways to layer up, and I didn't think I'd be getting splashed because the FX Cruiser is at the wide beam and the longer water length, and you don't really get splashed unless you're in terrible conditions or you want to. But wearing even just what they call the shorty wetsuit with the shorts and short sleeves was a game changer. My torso was warm the whole time. I felt entirely comfortable. And the other one that was an even bigger surprise was the gloves. That was one that I really did get talked into, and I thought, all right, fine, worst case, I'll take them off. And I fully expected that after about 10 minutes, I'd be ditching those gloves, but they were fantastic. To have warm fingers and not have any of that cold pain in your joints from that wind rushing over made it way more comfortable. I could have ridden for hours more, but I don't know, the sun doesn't seem to cooperate at this time of year. But luckily, we got a few more fall days. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't sure how much I was actually gonna enjoy it. I always knew I was gonna make it look as good as possible because we have the fantastic cinematography, we've got the beautiful WaveRunner, and you know, we're here, we're gonna do it. But as it turned out, this was one of the best days on the water I've ever had in Hunstville. Totally honest about that. One turned into a lovely June-tober day. It's about 20 degrees Celsius, nice little breeze. The fall colors are out, not much boat traffic. It was an absolutely fantastic day on the water, and I can't wait to do it again. The shoulder seasons are still boating seasons, but winter is coming, and I gotta get this back. Ah. All right, we're done filming for the day. Got the world's largest indoor lake, which I said in that thing, so I won't say that. Good Lord. Very close to Canadian Thanksgiving. Sorry, American friends, I am not boating in November. As you can see, live fish. All right, action, swim. All right, nailed it.
The summer of you.